What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. So, guys, this Michael Irvin situation is getting more interesting as more information is coming out. And, of course, we know that Michael Irvin was in Phoenix, Arizona for the Super Bowl. He works, I believe, for the NFL Network. He was supposed to be commentating on the Super Bowl, but because of an allegation from an employee at the Marriott, he was not able to be at the Super Bowl, which subsequently caused Michael Irvin to sue Marriott Hotel for $100 million. Now, again, in this interaction, Michael Irvin was coming up to the room, and then there's two sides of the story. One side is that the young lady came up and asked him, for a picture or to talk to him, just similar as some other people did in the room, right? See, there were guys, they wanted a picture. He obliged them and did that. And a young lady also came and talked to him. Then he went up to the room, right? Then there's another story from the lady, and that he called her over and asked her, have you ever had a big black man inside of her? Okay. Now, again, Michael Irvin is saying that this didn't happen, but also for other people who was there witnessing the interaction is defending Mr. Michael Irvin. This caused Mr. Michael Irvin to break down into tears just the other day. I'd like to play that particular clip and then I'll come back.
A woman had come around the corner, kind of met Michael at the corner. They had a very brief interaction that was, super, friendly, lots of laughter. And Michael went back to his room. I went back to my seat. And 2 days later, I read about the story that we're talking about now.
At any point in time, did you see anything that caused you concern, you thought was inappropriate? Mr. Irvin should have done that, just done toward. Did you see anything like that? Well, it's frozen Zoom. He is in Europe. Guys, if he comes back, I'll do it. Other than that, I think that concludes our press conference. These gentlemen have offered to take questions if you want to. We're not going to take questions based on the fact that we still have this current lawsuit going on. So I appreciate everybody showing up today.
Let me say this, guys.
Okay.
Because I kind of lost it just listening to Bill talk. Because I'm struggling. This is what I struggle with. You try to be an ambassador of the league and also understand that God has blessed me and given me a platform and try to touch people, try to raise people, try to lift people up. And I don't know, I met a lot of fans, but I've always tried to be good with people. I'm struggling now saying, do I not talk to people? What do I do? Because of this kind of a situation, I know I didn't do anything wrong. I know I didn't do anything wrong, and I was trying to do everything right. So it's just, though I say that, I gotta come back to this moment. Had I not said to these guys, you know what, you cool guys, let's go outside and take that picture, then they wouldn't have been right there with me. And that would have been a moment that I've had alone, and I know nobody's going to listen to what I say. Nobody, still, at least Mary, I don't want to hear what we have to say. Don't want to hear what I have to say. Don't even care to share it. So, I just got emotional thinking about it because I'm struggling with that, on what to do moving forward after I deal with all of this. That's all I want to say.
Now, outside of this, I kind of want to talk about this channel called Manhood, right? And this is a pretty good YouTube channel that talks about what men are going through. But this video, men are refusing to help modern women in need. Cold, harsh truth. I want to play just a small portion of that video, and then return.
There was a serious case that happened 2 years ago, where a woman was sexually assaulted on a train. I'm going to give you a quick summary of the story from the New York Times to give you a quick overview of what I want to talk about in today's video. A man sat down next to a woman and tried to touch her several times. Transit officials say the woman pushed back and stopped him. He then ripped her clothes off. No passengers in the train car intervened, and no one called 911. In this video, I'm going to give you 3 reasons why men are acting this way, so let's dive in. Men have started refusing to help women because they've given in to what these feminists are saying. These women are saying that they're independent, they're boss women. They're saying that they don't need men. We men have agreed with them. Since you say you don't need us, then we won't be of use to you either. That's just how it is. The story where a princess is locked in a tower, then a prince charming comes to save her used to be a story we men could relate to many years ago. This story is now a fairy tale and will continue to be one because men aren't stopping the MGTOW movement anytime from now. In today's society, any princess in distress will have to save herself from any situation she finds herself in. If she has a flat tire, she has to fix it herself. If she's sexually assaulted, she has to save herself. I'm not saying this is how things should be, but these women brought it upon themselves. Since they claim they don't need us, then we won't help them.
So guys, I want you to listen to what he was saying in that video and then compare it to what Michael Irvin was saying, right? He was saying, listen, going forward, I felt uncomfortable with even talking to people. I don't feel comfortable talking to people, but thank God I talked to these guys, because if I would have refused them, it'd have been my word against hers, and nobody would believe me. Okay? Nobody would believe me at all. And, I really felt, bad for this. And I really thought about this is why so many men feel this way. But it also explains why so many men are refusing to help women, for the fact that men feel that if I help women somehow, she's going to blame me for this, or I'll be blamed for this. And that somebody's going to come out lying. And men are afraid. Men are scared. But that's the society that we're living in. And this is exactly why so many men are saying, you know what, the money's in America and it's good in America, but I don't want to live my life here. Because you're so afraid. Like when I'm in America, not that I'm afraid or anything like that, right? But I am very cautious of who I'm dealing with and how I'm dealing with them. I would never have any kind of a meeting with a woman privately. I felt like, okay, I got to record everything. I got to make sure I save this and save that, because, hey, what could happen? Because that's the culture right now, right? And so many guys want to be able to help women, and it's not like every woman is going to make some allegation up against you, because it's not true. But men are so afraid. Men are so scared, and then men know that nobody will believe them. That women can make up anything and say something, and hey, somebody's going to believe them. And even, listen to this, even if it comes to find out that you're going to get X, Y, and Z happening, guess what? They don't feel like nothing will happen. And that's the situation I want to talk about. All right? That's what I want to talk about. Most women know that nothing will happen to them. Nothing can impact them. Whereas a guy, Michael Irvin, even if he beats it, that stigma is still there. And that's the issue, guys. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.